Good
This
morning, everyone.
conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's continue the same topic, service catalog. In that, we are going to discussing about record producer. First of all, you would like to know what is record producer. For example, so you want to get a laptop or mouse, keyboard, pen, paper, lockers, chair, anything. There's all the things we need to consider. It's a kind of item. So there we have to follow the request fulfillment process. When any customer, and take the second example, and when customer faces a problem, unfortunately on their business application, they have to raise instant ticket. What about task-based record? So for example, if you want to book a hotel, that's a kind of task. If you want to book a flight ticket, that's a kind of task based record. So when customer they want to create a task based record, we have to configure a record producers. Yesterday already we seen so many record producers already configured in my ServiceNow platform. Similarly, I'm going to creating new record producer. So the record producer name is flight booking request. What is use of flight booking request? When customer they want book like a flight, they have to use that particular record producer to raise the request. It is alternative way raise the kind of a task based record. Now let's navigate it to service catalog and catalog definition. Go to record producers. Guys, please do remember, as a ServiceNow developer or administrator, always we are going to configure in the catalog item, record producers, and order guide. Everything we can configure into legacy platform, but customers are accessing these all the things from where service portal. Service portal is friendly and mobile user interface. Okay, so already they have configured 25 record producers. Yesterday we seen right, and now I'm going to create new record producer. The record producer name is flight booking request. The record producer name is flight booking request. So when customer submitted that particular record producer, that will be stored into which table? The table we have to select the table name. Okay. So what I said earlier, it is alternative way create incident ticket. That's why I'm selecting incident table. In case these records you want to store into any other table, that table we have to select. Okay, and a state we can leave it out. Checkout also we can leave it out. Owner is the system administrator who is going to creating this record producer. That person become a owner, and here we have to fulfill the remaining details. Scroll down or description. It is user to requesting for a book a flight ticket. It is user to requesting for book a flight ticket. And if you want to provide more details about your record producer, you can provide here as per the business requirement. And now I'm going to configure flight. So this is called meta. When customer they want to requesting for book a flight ticket, no need to search with complete name. Just you can type the flight in a service portal. Automatically, the system will be display all the catalog items which are relevant to your meta tag. Okay, so now you can go to next one is go to accessibility. This record producer need to be appear in which catalog catalog we have to select and which category can we help you category. Can we help you category is default one. For producers, auto guides, always we can inherit it to can we help you category.
ఏ రోజు
And
క్లాస్
let us
ఆదివారం
discuss
ఆదివారం
little
సెలవు.
about you.
మళ్ళీ శనివారం ఆదివారం సెలవు కాబట్టి ఈ 4 రోజులు మళ్ళీ ఒక 2 గంటలు 3 గంటలు కూర్చొని చాలు.
Maneshwara, please go on mute.
మాట గొడవ
Maneshwara, Maneshwara, please go on mute. Maneshwara, so can we help you category? And what about cancel? So somebody try to requesting book a flight ticket. So in the middle might be the person realized, no, no, I don't want requesting for book a flight ticket. That moment they can give the cancel option. So cancel option is not available by default. When you want to provide cancel option to customer, you have to enable cancel and generate record data by default. If you want to generate the record according to your template based, so we have to set the template. This moment not required. Go to portal settings, and if you want to add the attachment, enable the checkbox, and if you want to mandatory attachment, enable the checkbox, and hide add wishlist. So the wishlist option is not visible to the customer in record producer. Okay, then you can submit. Okay, flight booking request has been successfully created in my service catalog application. ServiceNow developers always they will be configure record producers from where legacy platform, but customer point of view they will access all items from where service portal only. You can open service portal, just you can take the same link that should be extends with SP service portal. Now let me show how the meta tags are working. Go to catalog. Yesterday already created one meta tag, right? Apple. So when you want to requesting for Apple woodshed, no need to search with the complete name. Just you can give that name Apple and search here. Actually it has to be displaying, but I don't know why it's not displaying. Go to browse by category. Sometimes not working. Anyway, no problem. So my record producer is available in which category? Can we help you category? So flight booker request is new record producer which is implemented by myself. Now let me open flight booking request. So now the flight booking request record producer is completely empty because I did not configure any variables into this flight booking request record producer. So now I'm going to configure different variables into this record producers.
Sir,
So my
small doubt
question,
here.
yeah, please.
That record producer that we need to add to portals, right? Service portal under
Yes.
portals, then only it will be visible. But we have not added there.
No, no. Actually, suppose it's a category, right? Just a second. Go to service
Okay, we have
portal.
given category, so that's why it's reflecting here.
Yes.
Okay,
So go
okay,
to
okay.
catalog. So by default, you are able to see only one catalog, right? Previously,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
only service catalog. So my record producer is associated to which catalog? Service catalog, right? That's why I'm able to see that which category can help you
Okay, okay. We
category.
need to add catalog. Okay, okay. Okay, got
Okay.
it, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now let's navigate into flight booking request. So before creating a variable into this record producer, first of all, you need to understand the existing one. Go to password reset. Password reset is default record producer, which is already created. In this record producer, we have different variables. So what is the variable use of the variable in record producer and a catalog item and aggregate? So these variables are equivalent to fields in the form, like a legacy platform, incident, problem, change. We have so many forms, right? So each form may contain different fields. Each field used to collecting different kind of information from the user. Similarly, in service catalog application, we are using variables. Only the terminology will be changed, but the purpose will be the same. So variables are used to collecting the information from the user. So whose password needs to be reset? The current login user. What application password do you need to reset? That application they have to select. And how do you like to be contacted with your new password? After reset the password, that has to be sent via email or telephone or SMS. The person should be select any one option, then submit it. So when customer submitted this record producer, record is going to store in which table? Incident table. So why it is going to store in incident table? So when they created password reset record producer, so that moment they have selected incident table. And one more thing, already told you, right? It is alternative way create incident ticket. Okay. Now let's move to my record producer flight booking request. So now we are going to working with the variables. So what is the variable? Service catalog variables can be collecting and passing the information about the customer makes when ordering the particular catalog item or raise a request to record producer. Variables can help define the structure of catalog item form that is display the customers to the about the order of status. And so when you want to know more details about that record producer, so or catalog item, so we have to configure the variables. Any customer requesting an iPhone mobile, so let assume a customer is going to requesting one mobile called iPhone. The customer can be able to select more options. So which color of mobile you are like expecting? Do you need any extra memory? Do you need any extra accessories? So if you want to get like these all accessories for mobile, so those all we have to pass as a like variables. So based on your business requirement, a ServiceNow developer or administrator can be able to configure the variables. Now let's start working with variables. So in which record producer you want to create the variables? First you have to open that record producer and go to the variable section and create number of variables and click on new variable. One second guys. So now I'm going to configure different variables into my record producer. If you go to type of variables, see how many variables are there in service catalog, which is most important question in interview also. How many variables are there in record producer? Attachment, break, box, container start, end split, custom with label, date, date and time, duration, email, IP address, label, list collectors, reference, request. So we have so many variables in service catalog application, almost 28, but at least you should remember 10 to 15 important variables. It's a very important question interview also. Tell me some variables in service catalog application. So at least you should tell them 10 to 15 variables. No need to remember all variables. Okay, so in this lesson I'm going to be cover all variables. So what is the purpose of the all, like each variable, and when we can implement use each variable in a record producer and a catalog item and order gate. Okay, so now let's start. Okay, so order number 100 means it's a first question. Question is, so flight booking for. So flight booking for is question is flight booking for. When you provide the question name, so the name should be taken automatically. That's internal name. Tooltip, example text. These two we can discuss later. And annotation is not required. So first of all, you have to select which type of variable can fulfill the requirement. So all the users are coming from which table? User table. That's why I'm going to taking reference variable type. So then we have to provide the name of your variable, flight booking for whom the people are coming from user table. And annotation is not required. This moment, go to type specification. So the variable type I have selected reference. So the variable the reference table we need to select. Users, managers, team leads, and delegates are coming from where? Underscore user table. Underscore user table. A reference qualifiers we can discuss later, not required. Variable attributes also. Default value not required. Permissions availability we can discuss later, and submit. When you created or configure any variable into record producer item, every time can be able to preview it. So when you click on the right button, you'll be able to see the preview. Flight booking for. So flight booking for whom? So when you customer click on that magnificent glass icon, system will be showing all the user records which are coming from user table. So when I have taken a variable type is reference, so the variable table is like reference table is this underscore user. And meanwhile going to creating the other variables also. So creating variables in record producer, right? Next one, I'm going to working with other variables one by one. S no variable. So S no variable. When we can use S no variable? When you want to back to record producer, just click on back arrow. You will back to your record producer. And the second question is, so when you want to get some input from customer, right? So when customer they want to book your flight ticket, customer have to fulfill these details. Flight booking for whom and SR no variable. So okay, now I'm going to work with SR no variable. So are you traveling first time? Are you traveling first time is the question. Okay, customer have to select that yes or no. Yes or no are boolean values. If the customer is really traveling first time, they can select yes. So customer is not traveling first time, they can select no. So now going to creating one more variable, and which type of variable can fulfill your boolean values? Yes, no. And this is second question. That's why I'm passing order number 200 and go to the question. In case if you want to mandatory, so enable the checkbox. If you want to read only, enable the checkbox like that. Okay. And question is, are you traveling first time? Check question right. Name will be take automatically. Go to annotation, not required. Type specification. So by default, you are providing yes no choices to customer. In case if you want to include none value also, just you need to enable include none. And if you want to make mandatory, enable the checkbox mandatory. And click on submit. Not mandatory, disable checkbox. Submit it. Okay. And if you want to preview that record producer every time, click on that right. It's a preview how the variables are displaying to customer. So are you traveling first time? So customer select either yes or no or none. And back to record producer again and you create third question. So what is the third question? Now I'm going to working with another variable called lookup select box. So we can get choice list using the data queried from the table. That functionality is similar to lookup multiple choice variable, which creates radio button from query data. Okay, so now I'm going to using lookup select box. Okay, so I'm using lookup select box variable and I try to get the customer department or employee department. Okay, so now go to create new variable and now selecting variable is lookup select box and order number 300. Question number 300. Question is employee department. If not required, task specification. So the departments are coming from which table? CMN underscore department. And so now I'm going to handle the department table. So lookup select box is also similar to reference, but reference variable it will be giving that magnified the glass icon and open the so all the list of records from reference table. But here displaying that all the choices in radio button format. So department table I have added. So which field value you want to get, say department name, and it should be so including none. If you want to include any none value, you can enable the checkbox. And always you need to get the unique values only. Okay, then submit. Right, and you will get employee department. In case if you suppose now I'm going to handle all the department, right? In case if you go to employee department, if you're not selected unique values only checkbox, just you can notice what happened. I'm disable unique values only checkbox. Click on update. Once again try it. So directly it is getting that like a department from this like a table. I will show you in that like a designation. Okay, if you're not selected like if you're not selected, just again, if you're not selected, enable checkbox, so you will get the duplicate records. This one I'm not getting. So this is like a select lookup box and go to fourth variable. So I'm going to working with email. So when you want to get the email address from customer, so we have to configure email variable. Email is the one more variable type which is used to get email address from customer. And go to variable section, click on new, variable type is email, order number 400, question is employee email address. Name will be taken automatically, and at this moment I'm going to show how we can use tooltip and example text. Tooltip is please provide valid email address. This is called tooltip. If you want to provide any example text, the email should be follow this format: srinivas.as at the rate example.com. It's a domain. Okay, it's a question. When you provide the question, the name should be taken automatically. If you want to provide tip for every variable, it's a kind of like a kind of like what I can say that it's a helping to the customers how to fill the which value they have to fill it out. Okay, so that the email address should be follow the this format example text. And if you want to configure or provide annotation as well, yes, show help text. Always it should be expanded help tag and help text. So we can be able to configure help tag and help text also. So type specification not required and other details not required. Click on submit. Let me try it. So when you want to get email address from customer, we have to configure email variable and go to try it. See, when you put the cursor on the label, so this is called a tooltip. When you put the cursor on other labels, we can't see any tooltip because I did not configure any tooltip to these variables. So how can you get the tooltip? So when you keep the cursor on the label, you can see the tooltip. Please provide valid email address. This is called example text. So this is called annotation called help text. This is the help text. This is the annotation. Okay, in case so if you want to provide any like a example text, so this is called example text. Your mail address should be follow this format. When you type any letter in your email field, the system will be remove enter email address. You have to provide your own email address. Clear? So this is about tooltip and example text. So no need to configure tooltip and example text for all variables. Depends on the client requirement, you can configure. Okay. And next one is working with date and time. So the flight is booking on which date and which time. So I want to get those details also. Okay. I'm going to creating one more variable. Click on new. Guys, are you able to follow me? Are you observing? I'm going to using all variables. So now we're going to working with one more variable. It's called date and time. So when you want to get the date and time value from customer, so we have to use date and time. Next order number, based on the order number, the questions are displaying to customer. And if you want to make mandatory or read only, you should always enable the checkboxes and go to the question directly. So booking date and time, flight booking, flight booking, date and time. Name should be taken automatically. Tooltip example text is not required for all variables. Annotation you can leave it out. There are no specifications, not required any default value, permissions, and availability. Click on submit. Or second, let me try it. So flight booking date and time. So when you want to book your flight, the date and time we have to select. Okay, and the cancel button is not available by default. So when you want to provide cancel button to customer while creating this record producer, we have to enable the checkbox called cancel. So customer don't want submitting the record. That moment they can be able to cancel it. Back to service catalog. Now let me open the my record producer once again. Directly we can search with the name is record producer. Open my record producer is flight booking request. Then creating remaining variables. So almost I have created 5 variables up to. Now I'm going to creating one more variable, employee designation. Okay, so this moment I'm using lookup multiple choice. Lookup
Sir,
like
Srinivas, one doubt like that date variable is there, right? And
yes,
time, can we configure it based on the time zones of the user? Suppose if any user is in PST time zone, so do I need to configure it separately or
no,
how?
no. It's not possible to like select that based on the time zone. So I think it's a date and time is always kind of calendar, right? It's a
Yeah,
calendar. Okay,
yeah.
so calendar is the same for all like regions. There is no change in it, like a date. Might be they will be changed. So time difference will be there, but date is not changed, right? Calendar is not changed.
Yeah, I'm asking about the time only. Like, how can we configure based on the location specific, time zone specific?
So this is my flight booking date and time field variable. Okay. So when you want to book your flight based on which time zone?
If I want to book
No, no,
it on
we can't define
EST,
it. We can't define it. See, the
okay.
calendar is the same for all time zones, right?
Yes.
They have to communicate internally. So, for example, today date is 22nd in India, might be 21 in US, right? So the person is like who is requesting flight booking, who is the person is located in which time zone. According to that time zone, they can book the ticket. Okay.
Okay.
Internally they have to communicate, but we can't change, we can't apply any validations to the calendar. Calendar is the unique for every regions. It's universal calendar, okay?
Okay.
So we can't configure like that. Not possible, okay? Next one I'm going to working with lookup multiple choice. Lookup multiple choice also working similar like a lookup salad box, but the main difference is both of them. So multiple lookup box, lookup multiple choice box display all the choices in radio button format. Select lookup box display all the choices in drop down format. That is the difference. Okay, now I'm going to working with lookup multiple choice. Go to my record producer. Guys, I'm going to working with record producer. Meanwhile, going to cover all the variables which are in service catalog application. Okay, go to record producer and open our record producer is flight booking request and create one more like one more variable. This time I'm going to working with lookup multiple choice. It's very important in interview also. What is the difference between select lookup box and lookup multiple choice? Both are the working similar, but the select lookup box displaying all the choices in drop down, and lookup select box will be displayed all the choices in radio button. That is the difference. Okay, lookup multiple choice. And this is sixth question. I'm going to create the same record producer. That's why I'm passing the order number 6 standard. Go to question and employee designation name will be taken automatically. It is not required for every variable. If required, you can configure it according to your business requirement. And it's not required. See, same features you are able to see in like a lookup multiple choice also. The values, the choices need to be get from where underscore teacher. I want to get all the designations from where which table underscore user table. And employee designation, nothing but say title. So employee titles, I want to get it. Title, we have to select which details you want to populate as a lookup multiple choice title values. So all the choice direction will be cross or down. Requirement we have to select this one. And next one is unique values, including non-value also. In case if you are not selected unique values, just you can notice what happened. You can submit as of now. So all the titles are getting from where? Sys underscore user table, right? So inside sales, IT technician, junior developer, programming, senior developer, right? I don't want get any duplicate titles. So why you are getting duplicate titles? So in this case, okay, what I did have connected to sys underscore user table. So what is the reference table for this variable? This lookup multiple choice variable, lookup multiple choice variable reference table is sys underscore user table. That's why displaying all the titles. If you want to remove the duplicates, so just you need to enable unique values only and update. Now you will get the only unique titles. Click on try it. So you will get the only unique titles. So when we can use multiple lookup, what is the variable name? Lookup multiple choice. So when we can use lookup multiple choice, for example, I want get customer designation, it's a called title. I don't want confer any choices into this particular variable manually. It's time taken process. So all the designations and titles are available for every user record. That's why I have taken lookup multiple choice. Those are all the titles I'm going to using for my record producer also. I don't want creating these all the choices again and again for different variables. It's a time consuming process. And next variable is it's a break variable. So in this record producer, I have created how many variables till now? Six variables. So after six variables, I want to take a break. So how can you take the break variable? So we have to create the break variable. How can you take the break? Go to flight booking request, and when you want to take the break after sixth variable, right? That's why we have to pass the order number 700. I want to take the break after sixth variable. So break is the one more variable type. There are no specifications for break variable. Simply we can provide the order number where you want to take the break. In case if you want to take the break in between 3 to 4, so we can pass the 350. So one set of the variables can show that in the first set, remaining variables can be showing that in second set. Remaining variables can be shown in second set. Yeah, I have taken break variable. So this is called break. So when you create a break variable, it will be creating the one horizontal line. So horizontal line. Clear guys? Okay, so successfully I have configured one record producer from my legacy platform. So when customer they want to book a flight ticket, customers always they have to raise the request from where service portal only. Now you can navigate to service portal and go to catalog. Just you can try to search your flight meta tag. Click on here and open flight booking request. Open it. So when they want to book a flight ticket, it's a kind of record producer. So flight booking for whom? So flight who they want to book a flight ticket, the person we have to select. Are you traveling first time? If customer is traveling first time, they can select the S. Not first time they can select the no. And meanwhile, they have to select the department and employee email address and a flight booking date something 30 and designation is developer. And when you try to submit, the record system is not allowing to submit it because we have to email address is empty. Okay, so flight booking request, flight booking for next person, yes, employee department is IT, and here date you can select IT technician. I'm going to providing email address. So just I am giving only the name and submit. System not allowing to submit the record producer. The reason behind it, the following email address should be like a format, right? Srinivas.s at the rate example.com. So email address should be follow the same format, right? That's why system is not allowing to submit the record producer. When I submit it, what happened, guys? One record has created in incident table. So why the ticket is going to create incident table? When I configure the record producer, so I have selected those records need to be stored into which table? Incident table. That's why records are going to store in incident table. So take the record number 10075. Navigate it to incident table and click on all and SUI 75. Open the record. When I submitted, when I submitted record producer, one record will be created into incident table. But the data is not stored, right? Data is not stored. And I will be create one more variable, booking reason. So which variable can fulfill our requirement? Booking reason. Single line text, they have to enter that reason manually. So single line text variable is there, single line text and booking reason. And this variable I want to display order number like 550 6 700. I have taken the break, right? And remaining not required, submit. So I have created one more catalog and browse by category, flight booking request, and fulfilled all the details, required details. And employee department is IT, employee email address we have to provide, and selected booking date and time, identification, and submit. When customer submitted this record producer, it has to be stored into which table? Incident table, because already I have selected the table name. But if you notice very clearly, the values are not going to store. So let me open that record number 76. So record has been created successfully, but the values are not stored, right? Where the record producer details, like a flight booking for needs to be stored into the column. Okay, booking reason needs to be stored into the short description. And if you want to store other details as well into your incident table, so we have to map it. Yes, you tell me first today you can explore how to map the fields. Why we need to map the fields. So why we need to map the fields to store the data into specific table. The table has been already selected, but values are not going to store because we did not map the any fields to like a table level. That's why the values are not storing. I can show you how to map the fields. But today you can following the documentation, you can elaborate more into it. We can map the fields from record producer
Sir,
to insert table.
sir, small dot here.
Yeah, please.
So how to know whether the incident has been created from record producer or from incident form? Can we know
No,
that?
no. So no, it's not possible to find out. So incident has created, but so this incident is created through like record producer based on the short description. For example, first customer can be defining here like so flight booking request, right? Suppose when customer giving that, when customer we can be able to set a default value when customer submitted that value, so we can set our default value for so booking reason flight booking for client interview. Okay.
Okay, so we need to make something mandatory,
Yes.
text mandatory, so that we
Yes.
can recognize it.
Yes. When
Okay,
you
okay,
submit
fine.
a district card producer, this variable value can store into short description. Based on the short description, you can find it. Oh, this record is created through record producer. And if you want to provide any choices to customer, we can provide the choices also to customer. I can show you tomorrow how we can map the fields from record producer to incident table. So why I have choose incident table only? It is alternative way create incident ticket. I don't want to create the incident ticket every time. So that's why I'm going to configure record producer. Clear? Tomorrow I can show you how to configure the how to map the fields from record producer to item. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. I'm going to end a class today.